What are you doing? What are you doing? Come on. You never light a cigar that way.
You witch the Shadow Smokers Legion, find family and smoke. Rockin' with Phoenix fresh rhymes, they stronger than note. About to break it off with the illest of crews, led by the man Tony Wang, making his vision come true. Now let me take you on a ride. We got love for cigars, from the east to the west, only the brightest of stars. I screen in the scene, little guy with the shop, shadow gazing around. You know it ain't gonna stop. Cigar mechanic don't panic when he's repping his brand. For Vescarillo and more, smooth as sticks in the land. Hashimoto's around, jumping live in the chats. Asian orange and more, his button's famous in fact. Cigars, pipes, whiskey, coffee, and more. Turbo jetting around, Tim with the dopest of pours. What's that? Huh? One wheel and reviews? Martin in the house, sharing the latest smoke news. Need to pick me up? Get to Southeast US. Bob and Chief in the mix, you know they saying God bless. We got that journey, voyage, private blends for the crew. Celebrating with coins, repping that dope swag too. Now I'm about to sign off, you know it's time for that audit. Light up the group with my post, you know I'll rock it and socket. But remember y'all, Legion it lives with a passion. From a man in the shadows, ayo, the source house assassin. So cut it, light it, love the smoke from your region. After all we connect, it's through the power of Legion.
Hey guys, Tony the Soy Sauce Assassin. It is Saturday at 9 Eastern PM. So, yeah, our usual people are not here today, but it doesn't stop me from smoking. So you can see, like, my face is tired. Why is it's actually because of food coma. I went with my wife out to this new place to shop around, and we found this restaurant called the Halal Guys, and she's like, I've never eaten Halal Guys, I've seen them on TV, let's eat that. So I ordered a large combo platter, and I brought it home. Right next to that, there's another restaurant that sells noodles, like Thailand noodles, and I saw that. I was like, okay. My wife's like, oh, I've never tried that, something new, let's get that too. So we got like 2 different noodle bowls, and because you brought both home, you start eating them and you overeat. And basically halal is just taco. To me it tastes like taco. So it tastes like taco with what's that thing called, with hummus. And then I just eat a lot of those because it tastes like taco. So I ate a lot, and now I'm like in a little session of food coma. Okay, but when you have food, the next best thing is smoke. So I do have a Coke, and I had this brand new Plasencia. Was that 149 Cosecha, I believe. This did 1865, which I don't know what it means, but it says handmade in Honduras. So, and that like got my interest because I like Honduras cigar, right? And you know, anything with the shiny character and stickers, bronze, gold, whatever you name it, gets the Asians' attention. So I'm gonna smoke that today, and we'll see if anybody joins us afterwards. So, trusty knife. Ooh. Cut. There we go. There we go. Alright. So, opening this. It does look attractive. 10 cigars. I think I bought it for around $100 or something like that. Something around $100. And now that I bought it, I look at the size. I'm kind of afraid of it. This particular size is their Santa Fe size or Gordo. It is 4 and 7/8, 4 and 7/8, and by 60. That's almost an inch. So I'm smoking an almost inch. That is quite a big. Hold on. This aside. Let's talk about this. Put this aside. This knife is dangerous. And let's talk about this. It's almost like a box press. It's a box press. And if you look at it, that is no joke. That's big. As a comparison. That's a Robusto. That's the 60-inch. That's quite big. That is quite sizable oomph for this. Hey Mark. I'm gonna take this bin off and then start to get started. Oh, I have a bad feeling about this. Alright. I am not gonna smoke this one. The cap is falling off on this one. So I had to grab another one. I'm gonna glue this one and put it to the side. And I'm gonna grab another one. For those people who can't see, like over here is the cap is loose. See that? It's opened up. I can actually move it. So come on, Plasencia. That's not cool. That's not cool, Plasencia. If I didn't see this and I cut it down, it's just gonna move it. It's just gonna move it. Alright, so I'm gonna glue this. That will have cracked it just now. I didn't have to shove snow yet, but if it's light snow, I tend to like to use like a leaf blower and just blow them away. See, I can actually poke this underneath and try to glue this. Yeah, I can. But those people can't see. I can actually just poke it under. See that? Now it's under. See that? This is actually not even glued correctly, so. Alright. Put this to the side. Good thing I checked. That cap looked weird. Back to humidor. You go. Well, this cigar is probably gonna go to a different office. So my wife and I actually changed office because she doesn't want to be in the office that she was in, and I was like, okay, that's fine. I tend to give my wife the bigger office, so, but she doesn't want to be in the office anymore. So I told her I would swap it with her. So I actually getting a bigger office. That office, it's a bedroom. You can fit a king size bed in there and still have space. So I actually have more space to put another humidor in there, so I'm just gonna change humidor in there. Alright, try again. Try again. Alright, this one feels better. Okay, this one I can try. This ring gauge is so big I had to use like the entire cutter. Ooh. Ah. See? This is what I mean. See that? This is not overcut. It's just not glued down. This is horrible. You see this? This is just not even glued down. Plasencia, that's not how you make a product. This is not even glued down. It's horrible. So let me see. Get a Reno glue. Yeah, this is not even glued down. See this? Unravel. I didn't crack this, okay? This is an entire leaf. It's an entire leaf. And it's just not even glued down. Oh my god, this is horrible. Not that I can't smoke it, I can obviously glue it back on and smoke it, but still, it's annoying. It's annoying. It's very annoying. It's very annoying. Alright, maybe third one is the charm. This one, glued, put it aside. I'll smoke it later. Oh my god. Is third one gotta be the charm? I feel like I need to punch this. Like, instead of smoking it. Like, instead of cutting it, I punch it. Maybe I just punch it. I am like checking this thing because I feel like the cap is gonna fall off too. See, this one, the cap is really poorly put together too. I can find a hole right here. What the hell? Alright. Let's punch this. Nope. No. Come on. Nope. I told you that I found that poorly put together cap. This cap is loose. See that? All the cap here is bad. What the hell? Maybe I should just temporarily kind of glue it and then heat it up so it dries quicker and then just smoke it. I don't know. Right now, third one is bad. The second was it perfect repair cigar fix glue? It is. It is. It works. It works. All right. This is not a good thing. But actually, this I can smoke. Okay. Yeah, like somebody was not paying attention to glue up their cap. I mean, the glue was loose. I mean, the entire cap was loose. It was disappointing. And toast it a little bit so it dries up that glue quicker. I'm not like heating up this. I'm not really burning it. I'm just kind of get some heat on it so it dries out faster. You can actually tell the glue kind of dried because the sheen goes away. The sheen goes away. What? The shininess goes away. I just need it to be kind of dry. I think that should be good enough. The reason I needed to be kind of dry but not fully dry is I just needed to hold the cigar together and not fall apart. You know, so long as it's not falling apart, I'm good. I wonder where today's normal people is, like everybody's are. But hey, you know, it is that season. People might have to work and family, stuff like that, you know. But let me toast this and get it going. I wanted to try this real bad. Yeah. Nicely toasted. Kind of on it, but not really. Get all the edges. And then get the center. All right. Did you see that? Holy crap. The smoke output. That's actually a really good smoke output. Despite of that issue that's giving me for the cap, which I think is retarded. This smoke output is good. This smoke output is good. Alright. Let me there you go. Cosecha. 140 149. Alright, so let's like talk about this, okay? This particular cigar consisted solely of Honduran tobacco. It's blended with the Alanchos and Astin, a binder from Jamistran, and mixed tobacco from Jamistran. I don't know. Kalanga, Alancho, and the Jamistran leaf was grown proprietary to Corojo seeds, so it's Corojo based. That company says it developed while the rest of the tobacco is Criollo. Okay. 10-pound box were out 3 sizes. Santa Fe, which is the one I'm smoking right now, 7 3/4 inches by 60 ring gauge. And the next one is La Vega, which is 5 by 52. And I think that's closer to the size I would like. I don't know. I just choose this one. And then I have a 6 by 52 Toro called the Azua Cuapa. Oh my god. Azua Cuapa. Can't pronounce that. Cuapa. Alright, and so they're about $12 to $14 retail per cigar, but if you buy boxes, they usually discount a little bit, right? So 2017 they released 146, the Cosecha. This time is 149 Cosecha. It's made in Honduras. It's a medium to full body. Cosecha means harvest. Okay. Cosecha. Maybe I should look at how I should pronounce this thing. Cosecha or Cosecha. Alright. Just wanted to say hello. Been extremely busy lately, but missed the hangout. Cool, Jason. Let's see. It's got a little bit of this pepper taste to it, but it doesn't remind me so much of a Honduras cigar, though. Based on the flavor. Because I like Davidoff because they're mostly Honduras tobacco. But it doesn't give me that. It doesn't give me that flavor profile. In fact, there's a little bit of bitterness to it. Very full-bodied smoke. Very strong. Strong, thick smoke. But it's not giving me that Honduras smoothness. The sweetness behind it. It's peppery. It's peppery. Okay, it's strong. It's definitely strong. But it's not giving me that sweet satisfaction. So, see if it's got a little bit of that hayish and pepper and almost like powdery taste to it. How do you describe powdery taste? How do you describe powdery taste? How do you describe powdery taste? It's just peppery. It's very peppery. It's very grassy, hay-ish flavor with pepperiness to it. I don't even taste like, you know, that, you know, usually Corojo give you that sweetness to it, give you that that vanilla-ish flavor from the Honduras cigar. But I'm not tasting that. I'm not tasting that. And just to make sure I don't have COVID, I drink Coca-Cola. If I can taste Coca-Cola, I'm okay. Can I taste a little bit of I taste what reminiscing of something like this, like Criollo, but like, you know, it's like a hybrid cigar taste, but it's not really there. There is quite a bit of that is creepy, Albert. That is very creepy. Oh, hold on, I can't hear you. Let me see if I can. No, my speaker is fine. I just can't hear you, man. My speaker is fine, but Albert, I cannot hear you. Nope, cannot hear you. Why don't you drive home and then get on? Yeah, I cannot hear you. So let's see. But anyways, I just the reason I answered that is because I see Albert just joined on the chat side, but I can't hear him. I can see him driving. I can see the light. I can see how dangerous that is. When he first got on, it's very dark, and now I see like the darkness. So I really can't. I don't know. Nope, can't hear you. Let me try and change speaker, see if that works for me. Hold on. Let's see.
Working.
Oh, I hear you now.
You hear me now?
I hear you now.
I hear you
Cool.
too.
Hey, that's creepy, James.
Yeah, that is
What?
creepy.
Golly, your face is creepy.
No. Albert, when you get on, it was really creepy. Like, it was dark, and all I see was a dark face.
Yeah, you are creepy.
So, let me get this chat thing on. Here we go. So, hey, James. What's up?
Hey, not much.
What was that? Some
Don't
sort of
know
school
what that
award?
is.
High school, something high
The
school
award.
create award. Vanguard Create Award. Vanguard High School Create
Yep.
Award.
That's correct. One of my teams got an award for the robot they created.
Oh, nice.
Yep.
Okay.
So anyway,
Wait, but your student got an award, but why do you get their award?
I take it to the school and put it in it's a team. So it goes into the classroom.
So your school is stealing your students' credit.
No, not at all. It's they did it. It's their award, but
It's only going
They have
into
to-
that classroom.
they have to share it with each other. So the best place to share it is at home. Not home, at school.
Don't they make a smaller one for everybody? that participated?
I could get them to create some for us. Yeah, I probably will.
I mean,
Because
that will make sense, right? Because like you put one in the classroom, you say share, but in the end, when they go home, who gets to share? The school gets it.
Yeah, we'll take care of them. Sure.
Well, at least
If
have the
not, Albert
school.
will make them all a pen.
At least
But
get
we
the
can give-
school to print them like a wallpaper or something like that, for them to put at a house, something like that.
Oh yeah, we'll definitely do that.
So today my wife told me that, hey, babe, right now the grocery is missing 2 items. Or 2 products. Yeah, you gotta watch out. And I was like, what is the 2 products? She say, maple syrup, which perfectly makes sense, right? And then she say, fresh produce. I was like, where did you read that from? She said, I just read it online. They're talking about, things are not enough and stuff like that. I was like, yeah. But when you say 2 items, that's fresh produce. It's an entire category.
Yeah. It's a category. Yeah.
Right? You don't say, oh, yeah, we have everything except 2 things. What is it? Fresh produce. Fresh produce, everything that's fresh.
Yeah. Hey, we're missing two things: fresh produce and canned goods.
Right? Hey, all we're missing is fresh produce and groceries.
Yeah.
Right? You might as well say that we miss the entire farm goods. Anything that's farmed, we're missing.
Well, I know in Alabama right now they got some fresh served bulldog.
What? I don't get that.
Because Alabama just killed Georgia.
They eat dog in Alabama.
They killed Georgia.
Yeah, not a good day to tell me that things about dead dogs. So, anyways, Michael, what's up?
I'm deciding what to smoke. You guys decide.
Your joke fell flat.
New Serenos.
Oh,
the Eleanor Rose or the Expat?
Definitely the Rose. Definitely a Rose.
All right.
Smoke the green one. Now Albert's got to decide.
So did you guys? You guys didn't see this? I tried to let up 3 of the every single one the cap fall off.
On the Cosecha 149?
Yeah.
Well, you bought a bad box of them then.
Pretty much. One, they cut it and the cap literally just comes off. Oh, the first one didn't cut it. I just know the cap falling off. The second one, I take it out, I cut the top, and the entire ring of cap just came off.
Double barrel it.
And then the third one, I punched it, and the cap fell off.
Well, you know what? Sounds like the caps are falling off.
Don't hit it so hard next time.
This is, for Plasencia quality, it's kind of disappointing.
That's what you get. That's what you get for buying a whole box of them. Because if you wouldn't have bought a box, you wouldn't have got a cap.
So yeah, I was disappointed with that quality, because it's Plasencia. So someone at the factory had a bad day, I guess.
Yeah.
It's like, we're running out of glue, so there you go. One dab. This guy is trying to make this cap like a sushi. One dab with wasabi. That's it. Put it on.
Oh. It's made from produce.
No, it's not made for produce.
Yeah, vegetable glue.
Yeah, it's made out of tree sap, not vegetable.
But it's vegetable.
Tree sap is vegetable.
Okay, so do you go by
vegetable.
do you go by your tree sap in the produce section, or do you go by your tree sap for the wood section?
I don't usually go buy tree sap. Okay.
Well, do you go by tree branches, wood from the produce section? Wood. I mean, I think even if you gotta get
difference.
Even if you gotta get tree branch, you have to go to the dry spice section.
Where you acquire that wood, that tree sap does not make a difference to what it is. It's a vegetable.
Is tree sap vegetable or mineral?
Tree sap is vegetable or mineral. It's plant based. It's plant cells. You wouldn't call it. See, you wouldn't call that a vegetable. It's not really a vegetable. Just because it's a plant, it doesn't make it a vegetable.
Animal, vegetable, mineral. It's a vegetable.
Those are categories.
Yeah.
No, because like you separate fruit from vegetable.
Is it a mineral? Is it an animal? And then if it's not a vegetable, because there's only those 3 categories.
It's true. It's very true. Everything fits in those 3 categories.
No,
Everything.
because vegetable has to be consumable. You have to go eat it.
Animal, vegetable, or mineral? No, a vegetable has not have to be consumable.
I'm reading it here. Vegetables are the part of the plant to be consumed by human or other animal as food.
No, that's wrong. That's the other definition. You're reading it wrong.
That's what it says here.
There's another definition, which is one of the 3 categories of life.
All life is all matter is either animal, vegetable, or mineral. One of those 3.
You mean plants?
No, all matter. Period. It's either animal, vegetable, or mineral.
Yeah, if it's not one of those 3, it doesn't matter.
Oh my God! Really? No, but that is not a vegetable. That is a plant. I don't think that 3 category makes sense.
Animal, vegetable, or mineral?
Plants.
Yeah. See what people are saying on the line on the text message. See what on the text.
The what?
What does the chat say?
There you go. Thank you.
What is it? Nothing.
Survey says.
Survey says everyone smoke. Nobody comment on the chat about that. So it's plant, is animals, and is mineral. But it's not vegetable. Vegetable is part of the plant that people eat.
And for all of you guys, I believe that the cigar glue is potato pectin.
So that's not even that's the root.
It's a potato starch. If I am correct, I could be wrong.
Therefore, vegetable.
Not necessarily. Not necessarily. What do you call that? Roots. Well, root could be vegetables.
Glutes. I sometimes exercise my glutes.
Root.
Oh, root.
Damn.
Groot?
Damn.
Groot, he was a little guy in that movie.
That's Groot.
Yeah. I am Groot. Yeah. Yes, you are.
That's the best movie role to play, because all you had to do is say "I am Groot." You will never forget your line. What's the next line? I am Groot.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my
No
God.
one else will
Tony,
forget it either.
Tony, people define everything as being animal if it's alive, vegetable if it grows, or mineral if it isn't alive, doesn't grow, and comes from the ground.
Who say that?
Everything can be divided into those 3 categories.
Well, they're
Animal,
wrong, because
vegetable, or
vegetable
mineral.
is a category of plants.
You're trying to use a different definition of the word vegetable.
But there's plenty of plants that you
I
cannot
just
eat. So
Told you they say vegetable if it grows, animal if it's alive, mineral if it isn't alive and doesn't grow and it comes from the ground.
no, it says as a noun difference between plant and vegetable. That plant is an organism, not an animal. and to be vegetable, it had to be consumable. Right? For
You're
example,
wrong.
a tree is a plant.
Just do a search for animal, vegetable, mineral. You'll understand.
Yep.
I
on
wouldn't
the
understand
internet.
because it doesn't make sense.
Sure,
This
it
is
makes
all-
sense.
This is all a matter of semantics, and I don't mean semantics by wording. I mean some antics.
So,
Okay, it was a popular television show. It's a name for the television show
Wow.
back in the days. And
how long you been sitting on that one there, Michael?
It just came to me right now.
what I missed?
I said this is all down to a battle of semantics, and I don't mean the wording. I mean some antics.
Oh my gosh.
These guys are putting together to fuck with you.
It's the Linnean system.
No, we're not. No, this is not antics. I'm gonna tell you now, Michael. This is a thing, man.
I know
No, this is the thing. It's the Linnean system.
In fact,
In
In fact-
1758, he divided everything into three kingdoms:
Yeah.
animal, vegetable, or the mineral kingdom.
and get this. To piggyback on that, he did that because people didn't know what to ask on 20 questions, and so he came up with like the first question.
Yeah, but it's not how it's supposed to categorize. Just because he used it as a popular thing, it doesn't make it true. Because you're supposed to categorize as plants.
It's pretty accurate though, man. I'm telling you.
You had to categorize plants because there are things that's not vegetable. It's just you can't eat it.
But it's vegetation.
It's vegetation doesn't make it vegetable.
Well, but that's what they mean. That's what the meaning behind that is vegetation.
Mark says I'm fat, so I'm allergic to vegetables. No. You're fat. That doesn't mean you don't eat vegetables.
All right, I'm gonna jump on later.
All right, cool. So I went to the movie theater yesterday. Because once in a while it's good to take your wife out to a movie. And watch
Yeah,
a
we saw the theater. Yeah, looked cool.
Huh?
We saw the picture of the theater with the big white screen.
My wife
Is
was
that where they
very
filmed the film?
surprised how many people was at that theater. I mean, in that particular movie, because she thought no one was gonna watch it. In fact, I thought I'm gonna be the oldest guy in there, right? Because it's an animated movie of a Japanese animation in Japanese. So I booked the movie a while back. As soon as they announced it, I booked it, and I was like, I'm gonna watch it. It's nice. So I watched this anime called Sword Art Online, right? Where a guy play a video game designed by a crazy scientist. That's virtual reality. So you go inside the game. Like you wear a helmet, you go inside the game. And he made it so you can log out. It's an MMORPG that you cannot log out. All right. If your family member decide to forcibly take off the helmet, the microwave fries your brain and you die. If you die in the game, you die too. It fries your brain. Period. Basically,
if you die in the Matrix, die in the real life.
You die in the real life, right? So it was one of those stories where the main thing is try to say if you don't live with someone else, don't live as someone else, live true life. Kind of thing, making the most out of your life, kind of thing. And the story tells about this main character who was really good at video game, and like have family issues, obviously. And then he played the game. He played the beta test, so he knows a lot about the game, right? But once he go in there, many things changes, and then he became a solo player. He just doesn't want to partner with anybody. And obviously, he finds the main female characters, and have his group of girls and all that stuff, that likes him because he's a nice guy. Take care of everybody. He has a sad laugh. Okay. So my wife absolutely did not like the show because it's very guy driven, right? It's all about female character falling in love with this guy, one guy, and because it's one guy with like 8 girls, right? So she's like, I don't like that kind of story. It's stupid. This guy, what's so good about this guy? This guy doesn't do anything other than play video games. That's all he's good for, right? So we went to watch the movie. The movie is actually the other side of the story. Tell from the point of view of the female character, the main female character, how she played the game, how she ended up playing the game and stuff like that. Now, I read the novel. Last time I showed you guys a whole stack of novel, right? That's the actual novel for that show. And read the novel, I watched the show, and I watched the movie. And at the end of the movie, my wife's like, "Ooh, that movie actually that is really good. I watched from beginning to end. It was actually really good, a lot better than the original that you watched." And I said, "That's because she remembered it wrong." I said the female character remembered it wrong. She's like, "Well, isn't that how it happens? Like, one guy remembered their version of the story, and then you ask their girlfriend, they give you a different point of view of the story. It was totally different, because they created another character called Mito. She did not exist in the original story. It would just pop up another person. That's with her the whole time, which is not in the original story. So I say she remembered it wrong. And I was like, what do you mean? Like, okay, I mean, pick up one by one. First of all, the potion that he drank in the movie was blue. Well, in the original story, it's a red potion. She remembered it wrong. Unless, she's, colorblind. The first boss they fought was like a minotaur. A standing cow-looking thing with the axe, right? And then in the original anime, it looked more like a pig than a cow. In the movie, it looks like a muscular, super sexy cow out there. Like, that thing can go to Mr. America and win. Okay? It's like, but then the one that you saw I saw in the anime was a fat ass pig with a beer belly. Okay, two totally different things. And then there was one part where it's not a spoiler because the anime has been out there forever. It's telling the same side of the story. And the main character tried to slash the boss and missed. And the boss whacked him. He flew out. And then the female character went over there and tried to parry the next hit so the main character doesn't die. And then after that, there's another swing coming. In the original story, a bald guy who happened to play the tank went over there with a hammer and parried it. In the movie, Mito came over and parried it. I was like, unless Mito's bald, a bald female, she remembered it wrong. Alright? And there's a few parts that's wrong at the end of the movie. So, after the movie, we watched it. You hear the guy. There was one guy down the movie theater. He said, "Did you guys enjoy season 1?" Because that literally is telling the story of season 1. And I say,
wow.
No, that's episode 1, and she remembered it wrong. Complete silent in the movie theater. Complete silent in the movie theater. That wasn't a season 1. That was episode 1. If you watch episode 1, you watch the entire movie. Yep. And in the story, the female character had a brother. I was like, where'd that brother came from? And my wife was like, I have no idea she had a brother either. So they literally made up a totally different story to tell to answer the question of that episode. There's a lot of things that wasn't in there. That was in the novel that didn't get answered. And it was in the movie. But then you answered by putting more people in there to answer that question. Right? So I was kind of disappointed. My wife said that's how the world works. One guy remember one thing and their girlfriend remember a different thing. It's just like when you go ask, like, how do you guys meet? Right? How do you guys, where did you go the first date? How was it like? You gotta get two versions of the story. And that's literally what it is. I thought it was really funny because apparently the author didn't remember what he wrote. Right? And then, female was telling one different story from the guy. And the guy was telling a different story. So I thought it was interesting. There is another movie coming out. And supposedly it's going to be episode 4 or 5. Continue to tell that story. And I told my wife, well, I'm gonna go see that too. She's like, yeah, I want to watch that too. And I was like, watch, she got to remember it wrong again. And she's actually saying that it's okay. Her story, I like it better. I like her story better. I was like, okay, all right, that's fine. We did see a few movies that we want to watch. My wife said that Matrix 4 looks really cool. I saw the trailer.
It does. It does. I'm worried. I'm worried about what they're gonna do with the story, but we'll see.
I saw a few parts which is kind of interesting, and it only makes sense if you watch the previous 3. So my wife says you just gotta watch that. I was like, well, first you should go review 1 through 3.
Yeah.
Because you're not gonna get it. Because when I saw it, first thing you see was Neo try to pop blue pills all day long, right? And that makes perfect sense because you know that he's like back in the system. So and he's getting dreams of the other side, like the real side. So he carry over some memory, and they're trying to give him blue pills so that he stays in the system, which is fine. Trinity obviously didn't remember him, but remembers him. Kind of weird. What disappointed me was that Morpheus is a different person. Kind of disappointing. But it looks really cool. I mean, I remember watching the first 3 movies of Matrix, and they were ahead of each time. It's a great movie.
Yep.
Story was very well written. And I just hope they don't fuck this up. Right? And my wife want to watch the movie called The Kingsman, which is the continuation of the prequel of The Kingsman.
Oh yeah, I've seen the previews for that.
So, and for some reason, I know they're supposed to come out on the 22nd, but now the movie has theater removed that listing, so it might be delayed again because they already delayed one time.
You know, a trailer that I saw that was funny when I was on YouTube watching something is Super Pets or whatever it is.
Super Pets?
Yeah, it's like about the pets of like Superman and stuff like that.
I have not seen that trailer.
Dude,
Yeah.
it's a CGI like animated movie, kids movie. Looks funny though, because the Rock plays like Superman's dog.
Oh, really? That's interesting.
And Kevin Hart plays somebody else, and like the antagonist is an orange tabby.
Is it just me that Kevin Hart has been a lot of movie with the Rock?
Mm-hmm.
They seem to like on the same studio or something like that. One person does a movie, the other one's is there automatically.
Yeah.
Well, you know, they're friends from wrestling time, right?
I don't think he can wrestle. This guy. You can try to wrestle Kevin Hart. Is like I keep missing it. This guy can't grab. Too small. There's another movie that's called Inside Out, which tells like a Chinese history about red pandas.
About bearcats?
I was like, dude, we don't have red pandas in China.
Where are they from? Malaysia
Japan.
or something? Are they from Japan?
Yeah, red pandas in Japan. We don't have red pandas.
You got pink pandas?
No, red pandas. Red pandas are more like a tanuki, like a raccoon.
Do you got pink pandas in China?
No, you got pandas.
Or maybe if you dyed one red, you know.
That doesn't make it red panda. I don't know why people name it red panda because it's more of a raccoon than a red panda.
Yeah, and they smell like popcorn. It's weird.
I've never tried to smell them, so I don't know.
A bearcat.
A
bearcat smells like popcorn.
Meerkat, you said?
No, a bearcat, a red panda.
Oh, you call it bearcat?
Yeah, it's called a bearcat. Yeah, they smell like popcorn. It's really
Let me
weird.
take a look. Bearcat.
What is
movie
popcorn?
No. Bearcat is different. I just look at a picture of bearcat. It's not red panda.
That's a red panda.
Red
That
panda.
makes you wonder which came first, the bearcat or the popcorn.
Red panda is actually red, or gold or brown, or however you want to call it. They call that red fur. But let me show you how a red panda looks like.
You mean like people read about them?
We gotta settle this popcorn thing, you know, because I think that the popcorn smells like a red panda.
All right, here we go.
I'm pretty sure the animal was there before popcorn was.
Maybe.
They don't smell like popcorn.
That's what Michael said. They smell like popcorn.
Ooh.
That's what I heard him say. He said it.
A bear cat smells like popcorn.
Maybe
Speaking of bears,
maybe the ones you smelled was eating popcorn before you saw them.
Why is the picture so big? Here we go.
Bunny
That's
popcorn?
a red panda.
It's a bear cat.
No, let me show you a bear cat.
Those things, they smell like popcorn. It's weird.
Bear cat is different.
all right. Speaking of bears,
There we go again with what you see as a bear cat and what he's trying to tell you was a bear cat.
They're not the same.
That's just a black one. It's the same animal.
I just type in bear cat. It's all black.
Okay, well, that's a black one, and that's a bear cat. Same thing.
I don't think they're the same. I mean, panda versus bear cat. It'll be really cool if I found them fighting.
Is a polar bear still a bear?
Yes.
Okay, then that's a bear.
It just needs poles to ski.
So I guess a red bear cat can be a bear cat just as much as a black one can be.
Unless I got taught wrong, and I've been calling it
Yeah.
wrong my whole life.
They are not the same, but they are very similar animals. That's what it says.
Well, a red panda smells like popcorn because I smelled one.
No, I'm not even going to ask about it. No.
It's funny because it says it's neither a bear or a cat.
Yeah, they're not. It's like a raccoon.
So yeah, I mean, this about that, but like we don't have red pandas in China. It's like what the hell?
Oh, okay. I always thought they were from China.
I mean, you can find red pandas in Japan for sure. I have never seen red panda in China, so.
Maybe they ate them all. That's the problem.
Oh,
Yeah,
this is why.
probably
Okay, because they were only in the Himalayas and southwest China, which is really not China.
Oh, okay. Here, you say it's
Okay.
really not China?
It's really not China.
Let's not even get into that one, Michael.
That's like us saying that California is not really part of the United States, or
No,
Texas
no,
isn't part of
no,
the United States,
no.
really.
When they say like, do you consider Tibet as part of China?
No, it's its own country, right?
China says they rule over them. That's part of
Of
China.
course they do.
Well,
Of course
Tibet
they do.
says that it's Tibet, and we've always said that Tibet is Tibet, and China says that Taiwan is even China. So
China claim a lot of places to be China.
Well, and then
China claims everything, but
because we live here, right? You know, we're on this side of the world. I also forget how big China really is.
Just
Like
like
the
people
country.
forget how big Russia is.
Yeah, Russia's huge.
Russia's mostly
Yeah,
mountain snow. There's
the
nothing there.
inhabitable part of Russia is not that huge.
Like
No,
China
it's not.
claims Xinjiang to be part of China, and Xinjiang is all Uyghurs and stuff like that. So it's not really China. So
Well, they're making it China, though.
yeah, they want to call it China. They call it China, but doesn't make them
They're
China.
rapidly making it China. Yeah.
Yeah, when you say something that's outside, like that far away from China, I don't consider that China. I mean, they just claim to be their land. China also consider themselves as like Mongolia. They consider they rule Mongolia as well.
They used to
Yeah.
at one time, I'm sure.
Mm-mm.
Oh, the Mongolians used to rule.
The Mongolian actually rules the China.
I've seen it. You know how? Because I've seen South Park. I know how the Mongolians do.
Mongolian is the Qing dynasty.
Oh, okay.
Mongolians was the horse riding Chinaman.
So Mongolian is the pepper and onions and
They were the good horse riding Chinaman.
Mongolian beef.
Mongolian beef. Yep.
Goddamn Mongolian.
Mongolian
Well, we
beef.
know how they cook Mongolian beef.
Put some Mongolian and some beef in it.
You put beef under the saddle and rode your horse until the meat was done.
Oh my god.
What about the condiments?
Well, that's how they cooked their meat back then. They would
No,
But their steak
Mongolians
underneath
tend
it-
to cook their meats on a big stone
No, the Mongolian horse riders would put the beef under their saddle, and they would ride the horse, and the heat of the horse would actually cook the meat.
Anyways, so yeah, I mean that's not something
Well,
that you
it's not
typically go
cooked.
Chinese.
It's not cooked the way that you would eat a steak or I would eat a steak, but it was cooked enough that's how it was preserved. The
I
meat
definitely
anyway, so it
eaten
didn't
a lot of
spoil.
animals that is not humanly prepped. But
It kept the
that's
meat
how the
from
local
spoiling.
culture
You
is.
know, cooked it to a point where it wouldn't spoil.
Because like you will go like certain places in Asia, they'll whip the goat before they cook the goat because it tensed up the muscle.
I think you would be spitting out a lot of horsehair though if you really did that.
Nah, I mean I eat raw horse. I eat horse sashimi, so horse doesn't bother me. I mean a lot of things doesn't bother me, but that's how it is. It's food, right? It's not necessarily the best thing out there, but it's food. So yeah, Red Panda. I don't know how that has anything to do with the religion and stuff like that. They were just trying to put together, but it looks like a cool movie, so we gotta watch it. I also have to watch John Wick. When is John Wick coming out?
I don't know. I've never even seen the first one. So
John Wick's coming out next year sometime.
Wait, Michael, you have never watched John Wick?
No.
You need to
Well,
watch it.
pretty soon the new Matrix is coming out. So
That's what I'm saying.
Correct.
That Matrix come out on 22nd, supposedly.
next year, John Wick's supposed to come out. John Wick 4.
Michael, you need to watch John Wick. Go
everybody
Netflix
keeps
that
telling
shit.
me that.
You know,
All
seriously.
three of them. All
three.
three of them. So
They all link together. They're nice. The sequel actually put the story nicely together, and I like it because they say, "What, you fucking kill his dog?" Yeah, you
I
kill his
don't know
dog.
how anybody. I don't know how anybody can survive everything he went through. But then again, Bruce Willis survived 8 different.
Yeah. It's kind of cool that they put real martial artists in there to to fight them. It's really nice. It's pretty cool. Like the choreograph is spot on. It's great. It's really good. So,
Can you put fake martial artists in there?
Huh?
Can you put fake martial artists in there?
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of things are choreographed. So, I mean, would you call Jackie Chan a martial artist or choreographer?
Choreographer.
Right? There you go.
He's actually a really good martial artist, though.
He's not. He's a choreographer. You put in any competition, he'll probably get his ass whipped really quickly. Doesn't make him a martial artist. His choreograph.
At his age, for sure.
Not even back in the days. I mean, they went to this like a Chinese opera kind of thing, Chinese opera show kind of thing, which requires a lot of flips and all that stuff. So they learned that kind of stuff. But can they really fight? No, they can't. Right? Like you put Jackie Chan in the same ring as what's it, Donnie? Was it Donnie Yet? What is his last name?
Put him in there with Steven Seagal.
Then Jackie Chan will win. Steven Seagal's full of shit.
I know that.
It was Donnie Yen. Yeah, Donnie Yen will kick his ass. Donnie Yen can actually fight. Right? You put it in the same category. You put Jet Li and Jackie Chan together. Jet Li will whip his ass 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Right? So there's difference between choreographer and martial artist. I mean, if you put Jackie Chan and Simon Hong together, Simon Hong will kick his ass. So, yeah. Jackie Chan, great choreographer, really good at putting himself in the back in the day when he was doing those stunt things. Just because you're a stuntman doesn't make you a martial artist. But he's doing his own stunts, sure, he's a great choreographer.
He knows 5 different types of martial arts styles and has a black belt. So in Hapkido. So I guess he can fight.
He cannot fight.
Well, how did he get a black belt in Hapkido then?
He can get a black belt in anything because of Jackie Chan.
He is a trained fighter though.
No,
knows
he
five
learned the
different
style.
types.
He learned the style.
He
But
knows,
doesn't make him
he knows
know how to
five
fight.
different styles and got a black belt. I mean, we can just, apparently if they just give anybody a black belt, then that's not much sense in
James,
having a
I've
black
seen
belt.
little girl 5-6 years old with a black belt. Okay.
Okay, so then the black belt don't mean nothing.
In his thing, it
No,
doesn't.
you just explained to me that a black belt don't mean nothing. That's
Well,
okay.
some
I'll
does, some
accept that.
doesn't. Like there are legitimate black belts and there's
Well,
illegitimate black belts.
if there are any black belts that aren't legitimate, then none of them are legitimate. Okay.
Like
I mean,
that's
no, because if you can get a black belt without it being legitimate, then none of them are legitimate.
you can get a COVID shot paperwork illegitimate. Does that make all the paperwork illegitimate? You can get a fake green card. Does that make green card illegitimate?
No, what I'm saying is that you don't know that the guy actually earned his black belt just because he's got one. If they give him out just because you're famous.
They will give him one just because he's famous.
Yeah, so I guess Chuck Norris got one because he was famous too.
No,
Well,
Jack Norris got the belt before he was famous.
Yeah, I was gonna say, where's Chuck Norris?
Chuck Norris actually went to competitions.
But maybe he got famous, and they just went ahead and gave him a black belt. And said,
Jackie Chan has never been to a competition.
Chuck Norris's beard will solve this. Where is he?
Right? It's a commonly known thing for Asian that he can't fight. He's just choreographed. So just put it out. Just put it out there.
Where's Lone Wolf McQuaid? He'll take care of this problem.
Well, Chuck Norris versus Jackie Chan, I guarantee Chuck Norris will win. He will, Chuck Norris just has to show up and then just throw the total gym at Jackie Chan's face, and Jackie Chan will pass out.
You know what's underneath Chuck Norris's beard? There's not a chin, but only another fist.
What? What? Yeah, I mean, majority of Asian would not tell you that, that Jackie Chan is a martial artist. It would be a shame to call him martial artist. That would be insult to martial art.
Yeah. You know what's under Kenny Rogers' beard?
What?
Stretch marks.
So
he dated Dolly Parton, Tony.
Still don't know what that is. Competition for contact or form or both. I don't think he ever went to any competition, period. He went to school for acting. He went to a school for acting.
What you think doesn't mean, that it's necessarily true what you're saying.
He went to a school for acting. He never actually go and competed.
How come Val not on?
How come who's not on?
Val.
Probably too cold. Very cold.
Wow.
Right?
Hey, y'all talking about bears early, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna rewind. What's the most sarcastic bear?
Uh-oh. Sarcastic bear?
Yeah. Panda.
I don't have
It's a
any alcohol
panda.
today. I don't have any alcohol today.
Panda.
Saying duh, does that make it sarcastic? No?
Yeah, it does. Duh.
Yeah, it's like somebody says something, you're like, well, yeah, it's duh. You're like, oh, okay, God, sorry.
But that doesn't make it sarcastic. That makes
Oh,
it...
you don't have to be.
No, Tony, that is the epitome of sarcasm.
That's the epitome of it. Yeah. Uh huh.
We're Americans. We know about sarcasm, right? Our whole language is built around sarcasm.
Well, see, like, for example, South Park. The whole thing is built on sarcasm.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, totally irreverence. Yeah.
Yeah, but I've never heard anybody say duh in the show.
Right, because that's an old word.
Yeah.
Duh.
Come on, cow.
Right.
God, cow.
My wife keep telling me to go find her that post-COVID episode. She want to watch it.
Yeah, I want to watch it too.
Yeah, but they only have it on like Paramount or something like that. Paramount, like they,
Yeah,
I was like,
Paramount Plus or some
yeah,
shit.
why the hell did you put it just there? You put it on anywhere
So
else.
that,
I would
so that they, because they're trying to draw people to their streaming service.
Yeah, I am not gonna do that. You know, I'll just keep waiting until they put it somewhere else. If not, we'll have the Asian 5-finger discount.
Okay, and I know that people in our age group grew up with that and they want to see it. See?
Yeah, I want to see that. I want to see that.
Oh, let's see.
So my wife talked to me about what she wants to do her nails, her toes, her what's the
Manicure and pedicure.
Medicare, pedicure, and she heard someone talking about this browser called the Brave browser. All right, and she's like, "Hey, honey, you know anything about like Brave browser? Apparently, that's the best browser ever." I was, "There's no such a thing as best browser. It's just how much crime you want to do online." She's like, "What does that mean?" I was like, "The only reason people say a good browser is how much less of ads, how much less tracking they will do on you, right?" And you know, if they say it's the best browser, that means they do a lot of crime, right? And she said, "So what is the difference?" I was like, "Oh, you know what? Brave browser is built off Chromium, so it's the same thing as Chrome." Right, and they build on it. They remove and add some function to it, and the biggest thing they do is that they will remove tracking ads, tracking cookies, tracking cache, that kind of stuff. And now majority app website will actually track that, and you can't use those websites if you have it disabled. So you have to turn it back on. It's actually really annoying. But here's the thing: they reward you by looking at their ads, with a certain cryptocurrency, right? But here's the thing: to cash out that currency, you must do few things. You must take a screenshot of your government-issued ID, send over, and that ID will go through, be verified by a third party, which is a startup company. And then you gotta take a selfie of yourself to prove that you're that person.
This sounds like a serious phishing scam.
So I say, yeah, that's really smart. So instead of letting the big company who's legally binded to keep your information secure, you're selling to another company. That doesn't sound good to me.
Dumb.
Right? I told my wife, I was like, you know, I already use everything else, Google. So even if I make my browser not track my shit, Google still have my shit. So there's no point for me to go, you know what, I'm gonna do some serious thing and call her to ring the phone. It literally ring the phone, even though it's on silent. Yep. So you tell me that it does anything for me to keep Google off my ass and track my browser?
They know everything about you.
They already know everything about me, yeah. And I don't have anything to hide. Then what are they gonna do, right? I mean, they probably know what my next child is gonna name after, and I don't even know yet. The quantum science computer will be able to calculate it. They already know what cigar I'm gonna buy next, and I don't even know yet.
It's not even out yet.
Yeah, and they already know. They already know. Right?
It's the government and the machines, man.
Literally, I was looking at this cigar, and I keep seeing ads for this cigar. And I don't even know
I got ad from that cigar because Plasencia sent it to me like a few weeks ago.
So it's like, okay,
Right.
Like what crime are you trying to harm? I gotta turn off the heat. The heat's like blowing at it.
I have a new business idea.
What? What?
Like Phoenix probably has like a tourism kind of thing, right?
The
Probably
what?
like
What is
some-
that tourism thing?
Probably like some nature trails or something like that.
Yeah, we have all kinds of stuff like that.
Yeah. Walking Phoenix.
Oh my god.
Walking. Get that guy to like promote Walking Phoenix. Perfect.
Why would you want to walk in Phoenix?
Now there's that. It's hot as hell, right? I get that. But
I think
it might
Tony
be-
meant. I think Tony meant. Why would you want a walking phoenix like the mythological creature?
Ah,
This is getting so complicated. You've got walking phoenix. You've got walking phoenix, and you've got a walking phoenix.
exactly. It works
Wow.
on so many levels. It's like a nice elevator joke. It works on so many levels.
You know, Phoenix is just a peacock that was being cooked and flew away.
Peacock.
Where'd you get peacock from? That's funny.
I say that about most of the kids that I see at work. These young guys, when they're talking, I was like, yeah, a bunch of peacocks.
Well, you gotta see how people portray Phoenix, right? It's the flaming peacock,
Tony, it's not a peacock.
but it's a flaming peacock.
It's a bird. It's very more similar to some sort of like raptor.
It's a flaming peacock.
It's not a peacock, dude.
Yeah, show it. Put it up on the screen, man. Let's take a look.
All right, fine.
It's a phoenix rising from the ashes. Okay.
The walking phoenix, man. That's pretty clever. I
Good.
think.
Yeah, it's good. A good play on words.
Got a good ring to it.
Yeah, it does. See, and then they could hire him for their ad campaign. You know. Yeah. Where else would you like to be? Where else would you like to meet Joaquin Phoenix? Joaquin Phoenix. And they're like, what?
Yeah.
I think it's great.
Yeah. Thank you.
You should strike out on that business venture.
Well, I don't. I'm not gonna do that.
I don't really want to do it. I'm just the idea.
I'm an idea guy. Yeah. Yeah.
All right, here is a peacock.
I know what a peacock is because I've seen many of them.
Yeah.
Yep, it's a peacock right there. It looks like peacock.
That's what she said.
Yep.
And here is a phoenix.
That's pretty good, right?
See, so Tony takes and he finds the rendition of a phoenix that fits what he wants.
Yeah, he does. He's very
because we're on his show.
he's very much cherry picking, which I don't know why cherry pickers get such a bad name. By the way,
Cherries are awesome.
right? But
I can change the picture. I can change the picture.
Tony, in this rendition, I agree 100%. That is a peacock that is not really on fire, but it's very
it's fiery,
esoteric. Very esoteric.
very fiery.
All right, get another one. Get another one.
Another one. There's a duck on there too.
Peacock.
He
Fine,
finds
that's a phoenix.
That's like a super Asian one.
Not a phoenix, bro. Do a phoenix. Just type in phoenix.
I type in phoenix.
But no.
Put in Phoenix, Arizona symbol or insignia.
Are you
or
on that?
something like
Are you on the
Seal.
VPN?
Seal. The seal. Yeah, he's probably got it. He's on the Chinese server right now. He's on his VPN.
Yeah. That's what he's doing.
The seal of Phoenix, Arizona.
Well, okay. Now you're changing the animal.
No, that's still a phoenix.
You're changing the animal, Michael. It's not
That's
a seal,
phoenix.
dude.
No,
Bird.
seal.
It's
Well, we don't have seals naturally here, so that would be a problem.
a bird, man.
Not a fucking seal, man. I got a dog that looks like a seal.
It sounds like one.
No, that's the other one. That's the other dog.
Yeah,
I got-
you need to quit dogging Michelson.
I have this pit bull boxer mix that looks like a seal.
All right, here we go. Here we go. This thing is literally from Wikipedia.
Oh my god, Wikipedia.
Wikipedia, yeah, what?
Anybody can. Tony just updated that right now while he was in
No,
silence.
I don't have this book.
Hey,
They
but
took-
that's-
He's a contributor to Wikipedia, and so he just fixed it all and like submitted it. He's like, here, this is what it says. It's a flaming peacock.
Hold on.
No.
Tony, you
Maybe.
could be right, but I never took
Privy.
it as a
Peacock.
peacock.
That's a phoenix.
So it doesn't really look like a peacock. It
You know,
doesn't.
that-
It doesn't.
That's on the textbook. Phoenix.
It's like a Cornish game hen.
That's on the textbook.
think it's a Cornish game hen.
Let's see if I click on this.
It's like a little chicken, right?
I just know I'm not buying it. I gotta go look for myself now.
Oh, how about this? This is on the statue. Come on.
It's on a statue or in a statute?
There you go. Phoenix. That's a fucking peacock. That's a peacock.
Do you think no, is it legitimately a peacock?
We described it as like, you know, it's got a lot of similarity to peacock. So
Then like Phoenix totally chose the wrong freaking thing.
all right. Let me see.
Look at Phoenix vector art. Look at that.
Vector art.
Yeah. Yeah, I think he's onto something, man. Tony's onto something, dude.
Vector peacock. Vector.
Could be something I don't know about, which is okay. I'm learning every day.
You say Vector Phoenix?
Vector art. Phoenix vector art.
But when you do a vector art, it's just lack of detail.
The question is a peacock a vegetable or a
Animal.
It's a mineral.
It's a
No,
pea,
when you
a
look
pea-
at
a
Vector
pea is a
Phoenix,
vegetable.
When
A
you
pea
look
is
at
a
Vector
vegetable,
Phoenix,
and
it's
the
just
cock is an animal.
that's
James,
just a lack
within-
of detail. That's just lack of detail.
James, within that description that you gave earlier, a phoenix would be a mineral because it comes from the earth.
But it lives.
So it goes
Yeah,
from mineral to being an animal?
There is either living or non-living. All non-living are mineral, and all living things are either vegetables or animals.
There you go. A vector peacock. Vector
But it
Phoenix.
comes, but the animal thing comes from the earth though, from the ashes. So it becomes a mineral at that point. Carbon.
Well, I learn something new every day, Tony. People have really deified a peacock.
We described Phoenix as a flaming peacock, literally. So
I wouldn't consider a phoenix a peacock, but
well, we described it like, you know, back in the day they had to
James,
describe.
you need to Google it, man.
well,
Have you
yeah, but that's
Have you Googled it? Have you Googled it?
What do you mean? Google what?
I'm talking to James. Have
that's
you
the
looked at the
Chinese, and
pictures?
that's the Chinese.
No,
and they give out black
no.
belts for for fun too. So
No, look at it, man. There's a whole bunch of different sources that have got a peacock.
yeah,
Oh,
there's a phoenix.
Yeah.
All right, think of this one, okay? Peacock, well, actually, Phoenix was part of the four mythology, Chinese mythology, deity animals, creature, right? So we have dragon.
But nobody pays attention to the Chinese.
We have dragon, right? We have dragon, which looks very different than a Western dragon. Okay, so when they describe dragon, they describe by putting animals together, like deer antlers with alligator face and the snake bodies, and and chicken legs, chicken foot. That's how they described it. All right, and when they say phoenix, they describe it as a flaming peacock. All right, and then you have white tiger, which is white tiger, and then they have gambu, which is turtle with a snake back. That's how they described it.
Can you clarify that? How can a turtle have a snake back when a
Makes
turtle
sense.
Does a snake really have a back?
No, because it's a mythology creature. It doesn't really exist.
A snake is round,
Or it's essentially all back, one or the other.
Let me show you a picture.
Well, turtle would be half.
No,
Turtle
snakes
would
have
be
a
half
belly.
back.
So snakes have a belly, so they gotta have a back too.
Yeah,
So
it's not a full back, it's a half back.
So let me
maybe 3/4 back, because the bottom of the belly is a quarter, only quarter. Yeah, maybe.
The
I don't
best
know.
way is to show pictures, right? So let me show you a picture of a gambu. And
Yeah.
you guys can Google this. I'm not bullshitting. It's just that's just the way they describe it. So
No, you're onto something, man, with the peacock.
that is a gambu, a turtle with a snake on the back,
Where's the turtle?
on the ground.
Or is it because from the way this is drawn? Okay. Oh, it's a turtle with a snake on it.
No, they said the snake came from the back. It's part of the back.
No, the snake is like wrapping it up, trying to suffocate it.
No, okay. Let me show you a different picture. I mean, not all the picture. You know,
All right.
I mean, it's a description, right? It's a description.
Yeah.
So,
That's there's I'm sure there's something lost in the translation. So.
My God, this picture is a giant.
Yeah.
It's because Tony's pulling it up on his like.
It looks like they took a
40
circle and just
monitor.
they like use a circle to make the.
I'm
Hole
sorry.
for
When I
it.
download this picture, they're like 4K. So
That's the problem, Tony. Damn it.
Yeah.
Jesus.
It's fucking outrageous, dude.
Almost.
Like for the biggest 4K display ever.
Oh, I'm like quarter way there. Hold on. Oh shoot.
That looks like a dragon.
That looks like one of those worm dragons, though.
It's Chinese stuff, so it's always going to be a dragon somewhere.
One of those Chinese worm dragons.
Worm dragon.
Does that tell you better? Does that show better?
Oh, okay. That's very interesting.
Yeah, that's a worm dragon.
Well, it's just how people draw it, right?
Interesting.
Yeah, looks cool.
The original depiction that I had in my head was different, so that's gives much better clarity to.
Yeah. It was just
It's
it's
interesting.
written
It
description.
looks like
right?
a,
It's
looks like a
written
snapping
description.
turtle.
The written
Like a
description basically says it's a giant turtle with a snake coming out of his back.
Like
Cool.
a snapping turtle to
Right.
me.
So that's how it's described. Right. And that's Gamble. So yeah, before art was created, they had scripture written that these are the 4 creatures, and when they describe it, that's how they describe it. Right? Dragon, snake body, chicken foot, antlers on a alligator face.
So here's another very interesting question. So are you saying that the Chinese had script before they had their artwork?
Yeah, because these things didn't exist. Nobody draw it out yet. They described it. Somebody say, I have seen it, you know, and then say, okay, how they look like. So they record how they look like. And later on, there are artists that you know, based on those descriptions, they draw out an art of those.
Interesting.
So the scripture came first. Somebody had to say it, and they written down, say, these are the safekeeping, sacred creatures. And then they draw it. Okay.
That's weird.
Most everybody else started with drawings and then went to
You
script.
see, Val, dude, you gotta turn on that heater and get on, dude. That was a good one.
Well, you gotta
Maybe
think of this
turtle
way, okay?
doves. I love it.
These creatures came from religion, Taoism
Right.
and Buddhism, right? Taoism and Buddhism is something that nobody had a concept of until that religion came about. So the scripture came out first to describe, to tell your story.
But is it most religion oratory first?
Yeah, they
The
tell you
origins of
first.
it?
They tell you, and then they write it down,
Okay.
right? And then they draw it. Right? Somebody had to imagine how it would look like,
Oh, of course.
right? And then they write it down, scripture, and they describe it, and they go, okay, I'm gonna draw a picture of how it would look like, right? Just like
Just like when you get your coins made.
yeah, I had to talk about how I want it and tell the artist so they can draw it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had that same problem with the embroidery, man. I was like, this is how I want it to look. And they said, okay. And then they sent me something. And it looked like my face got smashed in with a freaking tire iron.
But yeah, these are the mythological creatures. And actually, these are how Korean flag were made. Korean flag has 4 corners, right? And that 4 corners actually have a symbol. And those symbols describe these 4 creatures protecting the country.
Okay.
So
I was gonna say at first, don't all flags have 4 corners, but they don't because there's some triangle flags. So
Mhm.
damn, I thought it was gonna be a good one. I stopped myself.
Yeah, you stopped, brother.
it's probably easier if I just.
This Eleanor Rose.
I described it wrong, obviously. So let's
A flaming flamingo.
wrong one.
I mean that they should have gone with that, right? That would have been.
Dude, a flaming flamingo would have been kind of cool.
Well, flamingo is not native to China. Here we
And
go.
flamingos are not, they're not pink until they start eating all
Now
the
you
stuff.
see,
that they eat.
you see the four symbols. That's four corners
Yeah,
that
yeah.
we're talking about.
Gotcha.
I got you. I got a joke on that pink flamingo. I gotta do it. I have to sketch it because it's gonna be awesome. But it's like a whole bunch of pink flamingos, and they're all sitting. They're all standing around, and like one of them is like super, super, super bright pink, right? And then the caption reads, "All right, who ate all the shrimp?"
It's good. I like it.
Yeah, like it yeah.
Yeah, it illustrates a point. It gets across that that's why they're pink.
But then but that happens right in the house. Like, who ate all this freaking shrimp, man?
It does. Shrimp is delicious.
And the guy, he can't get away from it because
It's true. I like the flaming flamingo. I think
that's
I think Val's onto something.
Val's onto something, man.
That could be another cigar name.
So
The
yeah,
flaming
usually the
flamingo.
four creature
Oh,
are drawn
yeah,
like
yeah.
this. That's how I describe it.
All right.
So you see the turtle with the snake back in the top,
Okay.
and they each describe a location, and which is really funny because that tells you how to tattoo your body.
Really?
Yeah. So we said left is dragon, so we always put dragon on the left side.
Oh.
We always do the dragon on the left side because dragon is east.
What I miss?
Talking about the four mythical creature of Asia. How was it?
Tony's been schooling us on the Oh, if you haven't been watching, this is a good test for you. What bird is the phoenix based on?
The phoenix is
Martine, if you don't know, don't answer, man.
Yeah. Just say I don't know.
no. I
It'll
don't know.
piss everybody off. All right.
Piss everybody off.
So okay.
Because we'll have to go through another thing, but
Albert, I have a slightly off-topic question that goes back to like last week or the week before, whenever it was, which is something I need to know. So the Alifino, were you guys listening to "Smells Like Teen Spirit" at the same time that came up?
no, I wasn't.
I thought of that the other day.
So back to that topic about the tattoo. So we always have dragon on the left side, tiger on the right arm. And if you gotta have a phoenix, it will be on your chest. And if you gotta have gambu, will always be on your back.
Wow, that is.
Bamboo would be on the back.
Gambu, G,
Oh,
I don't want to get whipped by bamboo. That would hurt.
gambu.
yeah.
That'd be on the ass.
It's considered protection, right? Because gambu turtle has hard shell, so you put it in the back.
Okay,
It protects your
that
back.
makes sense. So
Right?
what
Well,
is?
But you could be protecting your front, like with a.
No, phoenix is a symbol of life and the protection of life, right? So you put it near your heart, so chest.
So what's the significance of like the dragon being on the left side?
Dragon is a sign of power, and
Okay.
tiger is fierce, it's attack. So your right arm where your punch is, you put tiger.
Oh, because they're saying because left-handed people are lesser. I get it. I see how it is.
But then
See
again,
how it
dragon is a symbol
okay.
of power, so we put on left. East protection.
Okay. It's okay. See how it is.
Yeah, just telling you what it is. Just telling you what it is.
Oh, man.
Prejudice against us lefties. I see how it is.
All right, here's another art. As you can see, a flaming peacock.
Martine, we're not accepted in the world. Just remember that. We're lefties.
We're not what?
We're not accepted into the world. We're lefties.
Oh, I know. I've already known that.
So have
that's
I,
how,
for many years.
There's a lot of like art that describe the four corners, and you can see that phoenix is a freaking peacock.
It isn't my fault. We're all right. So
Flaming peacock.
Flaming peacock.
That was pretty good.
Eh?
Like a
I know my
phoenix
thousand.
rising
I know my
from the ashes
thousand.
of Arizona.
I know my 1,000. Gotta allow it. So, yeah, that's how it looks like. I win.
Dog, hush.
Yeah, you like that? You like that? So you learn something. So next time, don't put a dragon on your right arm. Put it on the left arm.
I love these are great things to know. See, this is how I become a wealth of useless knowledge.
See,
Because that'll
I would
come
never
up
put a
somewhere,
dragon.
and I'll fucking know.
What did you say, Martin?
I just
I would never put a dragon on my body anyway.
Yeah. It's an
I
Asian
just
thing.
learned some useless knowledge too.
It's an Asian thing. It's an Asian thing. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not
Jackie,
Asian,
Jackie
so.
Chan got his black belt from Grandmaster Kim Jin Pao.
James, have you been on that for the last like 45
Yeah,
minutes?
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm listening to you guys. Yeah.
Hey, he had to learn Chinese to like freaking.
Well, I've been listening to you guys.
He said Google Translate up. He's like, now I know.
I was just curious as to what different karate styles that he actually knows.
Thank you. Hey, that is a wonderful contribution to the conversation.
I'll
Thank
tell you what, bro. We are gonna like get that category right. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, it's more knowledge to know, right?
But hey, you know, as described. Okay. Let's see. Oh, by the way, congrats Val to get another 2 cups, cups.
Hey, I put
winners, man.
I put
That
everybody.
always wins.
I put everybody into the random number generator, you know, and boom, it's spit out, and that's who wins.
Well,
But I have an idea who's probably gonna win the decanter. We only have 4 people playing, so it's gotta be one of the 4.
At the moment,
Yeah.
At the moment, only 4 peoples, but that's not going to stay that way.
I was like, oh shit,
So how much for like 4 tickets, Tony?
$40.
40
$40
bucks.
ticket.
$40. $40.
$40.
so
How about-
the decanter contest was which one? Remind me.
What do you say?
I said the decanter contest. was
It's the
which one?
Christmas raffle.
Oh, okay.
So,
I'm in that one.
which I think you're already in. Yeah, you're already in.
Hey, Albert. I see you.
You're on there.
I will be in the Christmas.
So you guys
raffle.
know that I
I'm
changed
thinking
office,
so.
right? So I'm going to buy it. I saw Secret Lab is going to make a carbon fiber chair. I'm totally buying that one.
Why, Tony? Don't do it.
No, okay. So this is what it is. Okay. So I have a wallpaper that I'm gonna put on the wall. It's made by Ferrari,
Oh my
and
god.
that chair is crossover with Ferrari, so they kind of match the thing. So
Oh.
you know what I'm gonna buy.
Damn, the prices of the Secret Labs chairs has gone way the fuck up. So
Yeah, I feel like that chair is gonna be like $2,000, but
probably, yeah.
yeah,
It's,
The Lamborghini one? That's
yeah, the
one I'd buy.
Lamborghini one, yeah, totally want to buy
The,
that.
the question is it gonna sit like $2,000?
No, it's gotta sit like a $50 chair, but you know, it looks
They'll
good.
probably sit around 2,000 for a while.
It's gonna sit like a $500.
No,
chair,
you're supposed to get a quarter depreciation.
That's-
You're supposed to get 50% depreciation by the time you get a Lamborghini at home. So yeah,
Oh,
it,
Except
yeah,
that-
yeah, you can
Except
roll
that
that lot.
Tony's so small, you know, that he can buy one of those Omega chairs. He doesn't have to buy the Titan chairs.
no, that's the thing. If
Yeah.
they made it as Titan, you had to buy Titan. They don't. They actually make more Titan chair than Omega chair now. So.
Yeah,
Do you think that price will sit right with people?
Yeah, but the Titan chair is too big for you, Tony.
It doesn't matter how
Wow.
big the chair is.
No, because he could sit there and he could, let's say he wanted to cross his legs, you know.
You
I
can do
always
that.
cross my leg. Look,
Hey, he
Kids
could
can
be,
see.
he could sit there crisscross applesauce on his
I
freaking
always
chair.
like
No, I'm not talking about the width. I'm talking about the height of the back. You know, he couldn't have it if that pillow was
Okay,
like
James,
sitting too
James.
high on his head.
James, James, let me tell you this,
Yes.
okay? You know, Emperor has a really big throne, right? Emperors. Do you think people complain the size of their throne if they get to sit on the throne?
He doesn't. The emperor has no clothes.
There's only one that doesn't have clothes.
Nobody's looking at the throne when the emperor's sitting there naked.
You know, so I'm not gonna complain about chair being too big. You know, you only complain if the chair is too small. Hey, Mike.
And
Like-
you will complain because that pillow on the back of your chair is going to be way up too high, and
I'm
it's
okay
going to
with that.
interfere with your head.
I'm okay with that because it's
Yeah.
it's not like I actually rest my head on the back unless somebody
You
told a
do.
really bad dad joke.
No, you do. You do a lot actually.
Yeah, I say unless somebody say a really bad dad joke, and I go, oh my god.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and every time you do that on that bigger chair, it's going to knock your head off.
Hey, it's so long as it fits. It's gotta be my office chair, so I'm totally getting that. I'm so excited. I was actually thinking to get on
Oh,
the chair upstairs.
by all means, please do get it. I mean, I'm not trying to talk you out of it. That's no.
I already told my wife about it. She's like, "You rather spend $2,000 to buy a chair than going to buy your Corvette." I was like, "Yeah, for now, I'm gonna buy that $2,000 chair."
Yeah. Or you can buy four Oros.
Or if you gotta ask me if I rather pay to buy a chair or 4 Oros, I will say I'll buy the chair any day.
Yeah, I figured that.
The chair is gonna last me a long time. The 4 Oros is gonna last me about 4 hours.
And then think about this: if you have like 4 bad days back to back to back, you'd be like, "Damn, I wish I had those 4 Oros."
It would take a lot to have 4 bad days in a row.
Yeah, but you have to understand he's got one Oro always, and if he has a bad day, then he would smoke it, but he would already order the new Oro before he would smoke the other one. So he would always have an Oro to smoke even if he had 4 bad days. Bro.
But James have right. I always have 2 Oros in the house.
So he would always have Oros to smoke even
So
if he
yeah,
didn't
so
order
I
them
only
all.
have half. Like I'll have one bad day, and the next day, if I still have another bad day, I'll smoke 1 Oro, and then another bad day, I'll wait, and then it will be balanced out.
All right. Since you brought up dad joke, see, since you brought up dad joke, did you hear about the Buzz Aldrin book that's out?
Michael
It's titled.
Sandel.
Have you heard it? All right. It's titled "I'm the second man to land on the moon. Kneel before me."
Wow.
Wow.
I heard this the
It's
other
just-
day from him. So
Yeah. It's just how I roll. Yeah.
That's a good one.
That's a good one, man. That's
That's a
clever.
good one.
Not many people can say that.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, very few people can say that. That's a good one.
Wow, that's shocking. Actually, that caught me off guard. That shocked me.
Got you off good.
Wow.
see, 2 weeks in a row, you got 2 good jokes. Because you had the HDMI, you have that one.
Yep.
I told the joke to my wife. She just blinked at me. She's like, "Okay."
Your wife doesn't know. She doesn't know Star Wars.
She know what that is. She just didn't find it funny.
Yeah, she's not familiar with Star Trek, so
Oh my God! Please stop.
Star Wars, you mean?
Stop it. Stop right now.
She just didn't find it funny. She's like, "Oh, okay, all right, and I was like, "There's no and. That's it."
look, she's not very familiar with the Battlestar thing, and so that's just
Well, she knows
Okay,
that she
come on,
knows
guys.
she knows about the the Yoda and then how he talked backwards and stuff like that. So she did, but then she, just like me, she didn't find why is it why is 4K HD? 4K is Ultra HD.
My
Yeah.
God, you guys! This designation. This is QHD.
I know.
I tell you though, my wife got mad at me the other day because she asked me to pick up a 6-pack of Sprite. When I got home, I realized I'd picked 7 Up.
Well, technically they're the same. They're still lemon lime soda.
Tony, that went right over your head, buddy. It's okay.
She wanted a 6-pack of Sprite. I picked 7 Up.
Yeah, it's 1 up.
I picked one too many. Yeah.
We actually,
plus one.
me and my wife had a talk the other day to see which company's bigger, Pepsi or Coke,
Oh, Coke.
because they technically have all competing drinks. So
Right, but Coke is bigger.
right?
Yeah.
If Coke has one product, Pepsi makes another product just to compete with it.
But I think Coke was around first, right?
So what?
Yes.
Say that again.
I think Coke was around first.
Yes, Coke
Yeah.
was first. Pepsi came
How
in.
many?
But
That's
I
like
can tell you
Walmart,
that
Target.
in terms of spokesperson, Pepsi always have the more like popular stars as their spokesperson. Coke doesn't.
Let me
Really.
tell you,
That's right.
people like Target better than Walmart, though.
Yes.
So yeah.
We found out though that Albert only knows 25 letters of the alphabet.
Say what?
Albert only knows 25 letters of the alphabet.
Why?
He don't know why. He don't know why.
Oh my god. Oh my god. I need to change this show to dad joke show.
You found the letter right off the bat though that you don't know.
So see, Tony, when the inevitable release of the Dad Joke cigar comes out,
Right.
that whole show is going to have to be dedicated to that.
It's gonna work, man.
Nobody better ever make that cigar. Don't
It'd
ever
be
make
an
that
awesome. It'd be that would be a big
no,
seller.
Michael, we got too many waiting to happen. Make those happen first, and just put the dad joke with the pen and put it on the board. Close it, and never show it to the public again.
No, that's
you've
gonna
got
be
Lost
home run, man.
You've got Lost Blend, you've got LTOC, you've got the Dad Joke. These are all in the lineup. Okay.
They're in the lineup, brother.
I will stop the
I
show
just-
the moment that joke cigar comes out. We're not reviewing cigar anymore. We're not talking about cigar anymore ever.
But what if it sells awesome?
I wouldn't doubt that will because people will buy it as a gag joke.
Right, but then you would want to be on that train of review.
I don't know.
I think you would.
See, that will be the review where Albert needs to do.
No, see, Martine would have to review it. Have to have Albert as a guest appearance, right?
There you go.
And then the whole thing just spirals out of
There you
control.
have it, man. And Martine can be like, You have
So,
to get it.
okay, Albert, you've been wanting to do a video lately. That would be like the video because you and your dad jokes
right.
would fucking kill it.
I know, man. I know.
Hey Tony, if you was at the Apple store and saw someone stealing something, would you be an eyewitness?
Oh my god!
Oh my god.
Wow!
Yes.
Really?
There's an app for that.
Wow! No, Val, James is not frozen. James definitely not frozen. Wow! Don't worry, James. That will never happen. I don't shop in Apple.
Oh, just wondering, just wondering.
Wow!
Mhm.
You know,
Do
Apple
they
should
have
hire
stores
you.
that only sell apples?
Apple should hire you. Apple, if
Yeah.
you hear this, you need to pay James for the royalty right now and go make a security camera called the Eyewitness.
Well, he needs to
Hell yeah.
work security for Apple.
Right?
Dude, that would be a great camera
Yeah,
security
don't call it
camera.
eye camera, call it Eyewitness.
Eyewitness. That'd be
I
so
will-
awesome.
I don't have Apple product at home right now, but I will go buy one just for the sake of that name.
That would be fun. The eyewitness from Apple.
The eyewitness.
Eyewitness.
The Eyewitness
Have you been
Apple.
speaking?
There's an app
Have you
for
been
that.
speaking Spanish
Hey,
today?
I've already started drinking, so leave me
Yeah,
alone.
the eyewitness, man. The eyewitness.
Oh my god. That's the best one of the day. Holy
No,
shit.
Martine would call it the ICU.
Whoa.
What does that have to do with like the hospital? What are you talking about?
Huh?
What does that have to do with the hospital? The ICU.
Wow.
Nothing to do with the hospital, man. What are you talking about?
Why do we do these things to
Why? By the way, the cigar actually got better after I dropped it to the ground for some reason.
Oh wow, it got a little more earthy.
What are you smoking?
That Cosecha 149.
Cosecha 149. Yeah. The
Tell
placenta.
you about that.
Maduro,
Tell you
right?
about that fire at the circus the other day.
Here we
It
go.
was intense. It was intense.
Oh, by the way, this cigar did not taste like a Honduras cigar. Did not taste like one.
Really?
It tastes like a Plasencia with like Criollo, like almost like the natural. Like almost tastes like the that Almaforte natural,
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I won't like it.
but with a
God, you
little
don't
bit
like
more
anything?
darker flavor.
Where's Sherry when I need her?
Wow.
James, I didn't hear
I
about
do like
that.
things because just FYI, if you're not subscribed to my channel, I'm coming out with a top 10 video here in a week or two.
Top 10 video, top 10 of the year.
Top 10 cigars
of the year.
of 2021.
Of the year, yeah.
Were there even 10
It's the
cigars that
first.
came out
It's the
in
number one
2021?
cigar under. It's the number one cigar under Martina Maya's top 10 list. Crayola.
Yep. Yellow.
Yellow.
Oh.
There you go.
Is this pre or post COVID taste buds?
This is pre-COVID.
If
Taste
it's
buds.
post,
Just for
post-COVID, it'll become burn.
Post-COVID, fucked up taste buds.
Yeah, we're actually more interested in the post-COVID now.
Post-COVID
Yes,
number
sir.
one for no post-COVID
Because
number